When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's team. The Bearcats will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Kick is in the air. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. So Cincinnati's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
First down, Bearcats.
The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Trying to get it to the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
When you're trying to throw the ball down from the 1-yard line, it's going to have to be a bang-bang play, right? Quarterback making a quick read, getting it out quickly, receiver being ready for it. All three of those things happen for the offense, scoring that touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Simmons. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The play action fake. Unloads to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Bearcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw it. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. To the air, it's Sorsby. Got his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Bearcats are on the move. They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking for space, it's Walker. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bearcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They believe they can run right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. To the air, it's Manning. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete to the right.
Look, it's a nice game, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation, you've got to be throwing at least to the first down markers, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines to get out of bounds.
Finds the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down, as they've got a first at the 32. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Moore.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
And the Longhorns come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Unleashes one deep. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
Step one complete. You cut this to a one-possession game, but man, oh man, do you need some more things to go your way. Step two, we're going to have to kick it onside. No timeouts left. Can't waste clock. Got to get a little bit lucky and see if we can get our offense back on the field.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead, because they've got bigger goals than